Hello, amazing artists. Today we are going to be filling out this informational sheet so that we can learn how to mix liquid tempera paint, and so we can open up the liquid paint in the painting center and you can do a choice-based project. So to start this off, you really want to do all of your primary colors first. That way it anchors your chart, your color wheel, and you can make sure that you're putting everything in the right spot. Yes, I know it means you're going to have to clean your paintbrush more often, but trust me, this is my second attempt at making this video because I tried to fill out my color wheel without doing my primaries first, and I ended up putting a secondary color in the wrong place. When you're mixing your colors, make sure not to use all of the primary color. For example, I'm mixing blue and yellow to create green, but I needed a little bit more of that primary color to add yellow to my green to create yellow green, and to add blue to my green to create blue green. I'm also going to need more blue to create my purple when I mix my blue and my red together, and I'm also going to need more yellow to create orange when I mix my yellow and my red together. So make sure that you're using just a little bit of your color because this is a very small box, and as you can see, I am not in any way concerned with filling in this box perfectly. I'm just concerned about getting the color in the right spot and mixing the color properly. So as you can see, I mixed together my red and my blue. I created my purple, then I created my blue violet, and now I'm mixing in a little bit more red to create my red violet. And you're just going to go around in a circle like that. Make sure that you clean your paintbrush off really well in between each color so that you aren't mixing colors between. So like I cleaned off my paintbrush really well so I didn't have any blue on my paintbrush when I went to mix red and yellow to create that orange. Otherwise it wouldn't have looked right. If you need a paper towel at your spot so that you can have something to dry your paintbrush off with, that is totally acceptable. After you finished your color wheel, then you're going to move on to the tints and the shades. I know this is a review for a lot of people, so keep in mind that you're going to put in the center of the tints and shades, you're going to put a hue, which is just your pure color, and then to go do the shades, which is what I'm doing with this blue, you're going to add in the tiniest bit of black. And notice I'm not mixing it into all of my blue, I'm just mixing it into part of my blue so that I have enough to do my tints later. So I'm just adding a little bit more black into that same color that I already mixed. Don't make more work for yourself by trying to create another version of the darker shade. You're just mixing that extra white now into that lighter color that you made last time to create the new lighter color, because you're not actually painting anything, you're just practicing mixing at this point. And you can see that I've got my value scale now of my tints and my shades for blue, and now I'm going to move on and I'm going to do the same thing to red because there's actually two value scales on this sheet. And it's really easy to mess up when you're doing a value scale, so you have two chances to get it right. This time I'm starting with my tints, so I'm adding a little bit of white to my red to create a lighter color, and then I'm going back in with just a little bit of white and I'm mixing it right into that mixed color to get my lighter version, because again, we're not actually painting with this, we're just practicing mixing colors. So I don't need to have lots of versions of red at my disposal. I just need to make sure that I'm mixing my color well. And when you're mixing your shades, remember the tiniest bit of black will change your color. You do not want to go overboard with black because you can't go backwards. All right, so once you're finished with this, you're going to stick it on the drying rack, and I've got a drawing practice sheet for you to work on.